with them. So what I will be doing is I will be taking you through what exactly is PCRs. I'll take you through all PCRs, all standard PCRs that are available in the system, and some of the functions which are commonly used. Okay, if you see any PCR, those are some common functions or operations that are used. So we'll be going through that as well, and after that we'll try to create somewhere around 3 to 4 PCRs. Okay, we'll create some PCRs where a few would be a normal one and two would be the complex PCRs that we will be creating. Okay. Yeah. So okay, I'm just muting you now. Okay, if you have any queries and all, you can always send me a chat. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yes. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much.
All attendees are muted.
Okay. So to start with, so if you have any issues uh, with with the software, please do let us know. Okay. So what we are going to do is we'll start off with one sample employee. Okay, for which we'll be going to transaction PA30, and this would be our employee for today. So all the testings, all the PCR creations, whatever we are going to do, we are going to test on this employee. Okay. So this is actually an Australian employee. So to process the payroll, we'll have to use um, the transaction code for Australia. So Australia 2-digit code is 13, that is 13. Okay. So employee payroll area is QM, employee number QM again, and the schema that we are using is 1300. Okay. So we'll process this. Okay. So now first what we'll be looking at is some of the basic basic functions that are used in a PCR. Okay. Some of the standard PCR that are commonly used, or if you go for any interview and all, the interviewer will be focused on few transition few I mean few PCRs. Okay, few standard functions or standard PCRs. So first one would be that we are going to look at is X010. Okay, this is the standard PCR across all countries. Okay, so what this X010 does? Okay, we'll go inside this. So here in this case, this employee, if we see, we could see there are two waste types. Okay, one is waste type 1010 and the other one is waste type 1012. Okay, so if you see the processing class which is used here is P01, that is processing class 01. And also I'll tell you where exactly this is done. If you go to this transaction code SM30, so this is the transaction where we configure all the processing classes, accumulation classes and evaluation classes. Okay, so we need to go into this. So the waste types that we are using here is 1010. So the first one, if you see, is processing class 1. So here we need to put table with all the waste types, and this is the processing where system is trying to read the processing class. So this is how PCR looks like. Okay, so this is the groupings. Now first thing is how system reads which grouping to go. Okay, so for this, there is a table v underscore 503 underscore ALL, that is all. Okay, in this, for this employee, yeah, we'll see what is his organization data. Sorry, I mean it's here. Employee group is 1. Okay, so if we go to this table for employee group 1, okay, we have 1. What is the employee subgroup? Is Q1. So employee group 1 and employee subgroup Q1, here we'll be entering all the subgroupings. Okay, groupings. So for PCRs, we have something called as calculation rule. So if you see here, it's going to processing class, grouping 2, and also here it's going to grouping 2. Now if I change this from 2 to 1, okay, now I reprocess this payroll. Now I go to PCR X010. Now if you see, the grouping has been changed. Now system, instead of going 2, it's going to 1. Okay, so this is where you define all the groupings. So this is usually done if you have different kind of employees. If you see here, you have salaried employees, okay, you have casual employees, you may have part-time employees, or just to segregate. Okay, so every employee will have their own separate set of calculation to be done. So just to segregate, we use that. This table is nothing, just to segregate the calculations. Okay, so for salary we'll keep it as 2. Okay, and if you have, say for example, part-time employees for which there is a different calculation, so you need to enter different amount to be divided by 12 months. Okay, amount divided by 12 months. Next, what? That has to be added to a waste type. Okay, so there are two things of doing this. Okay, one is just add to waste type star. So we'll go for this first. We'll see these things. Okay, add to waste type star. That's it. Save this VCR. Okay, we'll go to schema. We'll position it in the first PCR schema itself. Okay, PIT is nothing but process input table. Okay, okay, annual to monthly, save. Okay, I'll tell you in detail what exactly I've updated. I'm just taking you through this log. Okay, now again we process. Now what system does, we have created a PCR and one fig one. Okay, so system has taken this waste type 1010, okay, by 12 and add to waste type. Now if you go down, you'll see the amount changed. Now 1 lakh, that is 100,000 by 12 will give you this amount. This is your monthly salary. But there's one thing, this waste type is for annual salary, but it is passed with the same text annual salary. Now when this will be displayed on a payslip, it will be displayed as annual salary 8333. So that is kind of misleading, right? So in that case, we need to first identify a monthly salary. Okay, so we can use any other waste type if we have any. Okay, we have 1001, which can be used for monthly salaries. So what we are going to do is we will be editing our scheme, our PCR now. Instead of passing 1010, what we are going to do is the end result will be passed to waste type, waste type 1010, 1001, okay. So what we are saying is, take this amount from annual salary, divide it by 12 and pass it to monthly waste type. Okay, now that we have this, we have added this to the waste type, variable waste type, I would say, that is ABCD. Okay, so I just wanted to see whether the results which is generated is added to this waste type or not. For that, what I would be doing is, I would be adding one more command, print, where I'm instructing our system to print this variable. Okay, you can also give print. There are two types of prints actually. Okay, one is normal print, which will print this waste type 1010, so that you can view all the details which are stored in this waste type, the main waste type. Okay, but if you want to see the details or the amount, number or weight which is stored in the variable waste type, okay, so variable waste types you will not find in any other IT table or output table. Okay, these are stored in the table called VAR. There is a separate table called VAR, variable table. Okay, so which will not be stored anywhere. Okay, it will be there, it will exist only during payroll processing. Once the payroll is processed, it's completed, this variable pay, this variable table along with this variable waste type will be dropped. Okay, so if you want to see what is stored in this table, variable table, type print and the variable. Also, never forget, variable waste type is always prefixed with concatenate sign. Okay, so this sign means this is a variable waste type. Okay, if you don't see this waste type, this sign, that means that's a original waste type which is pulled from IT table. Next is print. Okay, print, as I said, this is nothing but it will show you